you're losing yourself again. If I could come through your screen right now, shake you, and tell you to open your eyes to your value, I would. I can see exactly where you are at. You get so easily absorbed in what other people want, what other people are doing, and making sure other people are okay, that you end up forgetting about the fact that you need to be taken care of as well. That you are your own person. When you fall into this people pleasing or this codependency state, your confidence absolutely shatters. You are not focusing an ounce of your time, your energy, or your attention on your wants, your needs, or your goals. So what do you expect to happen? You start fully living your life based around other people, around your external environment. And when you get trapped in that place, your autonomy, your authenticity, and any ounce of self-confidence you had left slips away. Before you know it, you are a shell of who you once were. You're not doing anything that lights you up anymore. You're in situations and environments that do not serve you, and you've pretty much entirely lost yourself. I have walked in these shoes for miles. I see you and I see how good your intentions are. I see how much you care for the people around you, but I also see your potential and your worth. I see how special you are and how much you need to get back in touch with yourself. You need to start building back that confidence and that self-trust. And this video is going to help you do just that. Really quick before we get into the video, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you haven't joined my Skool community, it will be linked in the description. And since you're here, you might as well give this video a thumbs up and scroll through my channel and watch some of my other videos as well. Leave me some comments, let me know what you think. I always love to chat with you guys. Now, let's get into the video. Here's the thing. I could be soft and gentle with you. I could tell you that you need to start practicing self-love and build up that trust within yourself in order to build up your sense of self-worth and in turn your self-confidence. But if I'm going to be real with you, those gentle videos didn't do shit for me. I don't really think that they are the most effective way to snap you the fuck out of the space that you are in. I wish I had somebody when I was going through my roughest times to just tell me to snap out of it. I spent way too much time and way too much money trying to convince people that I was confident, endlessly seeking that external validation because it was the only thing that made me feel good. But that good feeling lasted for 0.2 seconds because it wasn't real and it wasn't coming from me. It was entirely dependent on other people and how I performed for other people, how I showed up for other people, not for myself. Too many people go through their entire lives not having any idea who they are, what they want, what lights them up, because they have spent their entire lives trying to be accepted, trying to fit in with all of these people who they don't actually really give a shit about. And then they're surprised when they get to the end of their lives and they have all of this regret. Because do you know what happened? You never actually lived for yourself. You lived your whole life trying to make sure that other people liked you, that you were fitting into the box. You never did the things that you actually wanted to do because people might judge you. And so you just did what was cool and what was accepted, but it wasn't actually things that you liked. But you thought that everything was fine because you were getting the attention and the validation, you were getting the likes, and you had all of these friends. But there was always something in you that felt off. And you couldn't quite put your finger on what it was or why it was there because everything in your life seemed to be going well. You were surrounded by all of these people. All of these people thought that you were so cool. How could life not be going well? Being accepted hardly ever equates to living your life authentically. Actually, quite the opposite. It usually leads to you becoming so out of touch with who you are. That's why most people are walking around on this planet lost, confused, not knowing what the next step is because they don't know themselves. They don't have that trust in themselves to do shit on their own. The longer you live your life depending on other people to dictate your life, everything about your life, what you do on a daily basis, what you wear, what color your hair is going to be, what kind of car you drive, what kind of house you live in, where you live, the longer you do this, the more and more lost you are going to get. And I want to say it again because I feel like there is a disconnect where people don't understand how they're losing their confidence because they're looking at other people. It just seems like the norm. It just seems like we aren't making that big of an impact. We're just asking our friend which Instagram picture is cuter, or which outfit is cuter, or what color we should do our hair, or we're letting our boyfriend decide for us. That's not a big deal. You are literally allowing everyone beside yourself to govern what happens in your life. You have just entirely released the reins. It is no longer your life. You're essentially just sitting in the back seat along for the ride, and you've let the other 7.8 billion people, or however many it is now, in the world take the front row. They are driving and you're just kind of like, okay, wherever you guys want to go. That is so weak. Imagine you seeing your friend doing that. Imagine this. I want you to imagine this. You're walking down the road, you're minding your business, a car drives by, you look over, your friend is sitting in the back seat and she's got her headphones in and she's just dazed and confused, and there are 4 strangers in the front seat. And you go to get her attention and you're like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I just met these guys and they said it was a good idea if we did this, that, and the third. So I'm just gonna go do that. You would look at your friend and you would be like, get the fuck out of the car right now. Have you lost your mind? But the funny thing is that most of you are doing that. Most of you are passively living your life and letting other people make the decisions for you. What the fuck do you expect to happen to your confidence? You're not doing shit for yourself. You're not even doing the shit that you like to do anymore. What do you expect to happen? Listen, I feel this so deeply because I am a Libra and I am the most indecisive person. I can't decide on shit to save my life, but I know that I have to make those decisions for myself. I know that if I don't, I become weaker and weaker, and my sense of trust in myself, my self-confidence is out the window. It is non-existent. I feel like I've talked about this in almost every video, but in the early ages of human existence, tens of thousands of years ago, we had to live in a tribe in order to survive. And in order to get into those tribes, we had to be accepted into those tribes. And in order to be accepted into those tribes, we had to conform to a certain archetype. So this has been tens of thousands of years in the making. It's been ingrained in us for the longest. We just want to be validated and accepted, and we want that attention and we want that praise. But so often we lose ourselves because we are no longer listening to ourselves. We are listening to everything outside of ourselves. You do need to start practicing self-love, and you do need to spend time alone and take the time that you need to figure out what you want, what you like, what lights you up, irregardless of what anybody else says. But you also need to start doing shit. You are not going to build up confidence by looking in the mirror and telling yourself that you love yourself 10 times. That is a beautiful practice and it absolutely helps with self-love. But if your confidence has been consistently tanking year after year, you are going to have to do so much more than that. You have to essentially transform yourself into the 2.0 version of yourself. The version that does the things that they say they're going to do. The version that commits to going to the gym, commits to meditating, commits to going to yoga. The version that commits to eating healthy. The version that commits to the betterment of you without the dependence of the people around you. The issue that I had for so long was that I was trying to be gentle with myself, and I was trying to be compassionate, and I was trying to practice this self-love. I was trying to pay attention to my inner child that just wanted to be accepted and loved, and I was trying to pay attention to my high school self that was bullied and sat alone at the lunch table and just wanted to be accepted and validated and loved. And that works to an extent, and you have to show yourself compassion because that's trauma that you went through. But there comes a point where you need to start taking accountability and fearless action. There comes a point where you need to start doing the shit that you want to do, even in the midst of fear or with the possibility of judgment. That's just life. And truthfully and as respectfully as possible, if you are letting other people govern your life, you are soft and weak, and you are never going to be happy. It is time for you to start taking some accountability, to start building discipline, and to start living your life on your terms, doing what you want because you deserve to live that way, because you deserve to honor yourself. You deserve to honor your wants and your needs and your desire and your life. It's your fucking life. It's not their life. It's not fucking up to them. It's your life. And it is time for you to build back that confidence, to build back that trust, to start living unapologetically as the 2.0 version of yourself. I love you so much, and I hope that this video resonates with you. If it did, please subscribe to my channel. Please join my Skool community. There is going to be so much more content just like this on there. Shoot me a thumbs up, shoot me a comment. I love chatting with you guys. I just want to see everyone get better and live up to their true potential. It's really my goal because you fucking deserve it. And I will talk to you soon.